Hello, so I did do something very radical this afternoon. My brother, he kind of killed himself like 4 years ago. I think he killed himself. I mean, all evidence points to the fact that he probably killed himself over a failed relationship or, lack of self-esteem because he was an atheist. Atheists, go have a nice day because you're not. I don't know where you get your self-esteem from if you're not a disciple of Jesus Christ. I mean, my identity is in Christ, so it's like, that's why I carry on. I don't care if people don't like me. I know that God likes me, and that's enough. I tried to help my brother. I tried him from the very beginning. Of course, mother had to have an affair. She had to divorce father, and then she had a baby afterwards. And then, of course, my brother said, well, I never knew my parents divorced until somebody told me 10 years later. Duh. Like, duh. What a dysfunctional home he came from. I mean, seriously, I do not envy that sort of upbringing that my brother had. Because he's the great white Aryan hope. He has blonde hair and blue eyes. I have brown hair and dark eyes. Well, I would say brown eyes. I mean, it's not fair. It's not fair. When one of you is Aryan, you have the same mother and father, and one of you turns out to be Aryan, and the other one turns out to be Gypsy. It's no fair. You're a girl. Oh, you're not as smart as your mother. You're no Nancy Drew. I know I'm not as smart, but maybe I was smacked around a bit by father. I don't know what the hell happened to me. Obviously something happened to me to not make me as smart as mother, or as tall as mother. My growth is stunted, my brain is shrunken. They brought me forward. They said, oh, it's inconvenient. You're going to be born in November. You're going to be born in October. So they brought me forward, so I was born too early. And my brain did not grow to the proper size. So you wonder why there's something wrong with me. Well, that's one reason. Because I was brought forward, They planned it. You're going to be born at a certain date. We're just planning it so we can go on vacation. What the, seriously. Is that right? Is that right, Mom? Now she's dead, so she can't. No, Mother, hello. Speak if you're able. No, she's dead. She can't talk back. Uh-huh. So today I became very angry because I've done so much for my father. My mother is dead. She died prematurely of various ailments. And she went nuts at the end. And she lost control of her bowels and her bladder. My aunt. I mean, she lost control of everything. Especially her mind. And my brother, he killed himself. It's like, but he's enshrined. Oh, well, when I go into the living room, there's a picture of him. And then there's a picture of me and my family. It's like somebody put it face down on that particular bookcase. I'm like, oh, you need to go have a nice day. What I did with that picture of my brother is I went and I just threw it down the basement steps and I heard the glass shatter. It's like, he's dead. He's dead. He's fucking dead. He took his own life. He decided, because he's an atheist or an agnostic, he killed himself because he didn't care about Jesus. From the time I was a little kid, I cared about Jesus. In fact, I can tell you this, on Saturday mornings, or Sunday, when my parents didn't go to church, instead of trying to watch cartoons or television, I would administer communion. I would cut up Pop-Tarts into 4 sections, and I would pretend as if I were administering communion. Like a priest, and Mother said, that's impious, you can't do that. So I stopped doing it, but still, actually I am. Here's your Pop-Tart. Take it. It's yours. It's your portion of a Pop-Tart. I love God so much I would even read the Daily Missal. somehow my mother's got copies of, maybe they were like, I don't know, they were pirated copies of the Daily Missile. It's like I would read copies of the Daily Missile. I would really want to learn, I would really try to learn how to be pious when I was a little kid. I thought I wanted to know the Lord. And we had a huge family Bible. It was like really old and it smelled really moldy, and I would try to read that too. But after my parents divorced, it was all kaput, and I had to take a church bus to the Nazarene church, and then my brother killed himself, fast forwarding. It's like, well, they forced him to go through confirmation, my mother anyway. My father was always like kind of ambivalent with regard to religion. Yeah, my father's alive. My brother, that's what really frosts me, folks. I mean, I did that today. I did it. I finally went the final step. I totally freaked out. I suppose my brother didn't believe in the afterlife or whatever. So it's like he killed himself. He was an able-bodied young person who was very successful. He was making six figures. Well, I'm just going to jump off a building and be a total asshole and kill myself. And my mother, as a result, died prematurely. But you know what? You know what really frosts me? And I say that in an idiomatic way. There's like this picture of my brother on like the living room bookcase. It's like, he's looking so cute and innocent. You're so sweet and innocent. You're too young and beautiful for me, Wayne Newton. No, you're not that sweet and innocent, because I know you're not, because you got mixed up with the wrong crowd. You became like a heavy metal person, like really producing satanic music with people from Dubai and stuff. It's like, what does Dubai have to do with I? Nothing. Not really. I mean, I wouldn't think so. Dubai and I? No, I wouldn't think so. So it's like, I got pissed off today because it's like I've done so much for my dad. My mom has died. She was the one who used to manage his affairs. It's like, I can't take over your affairs, Dad. They're all fucked up. It's all situation normal, all fucked up snafu. Your affairs. I'm supposed to manage this and keep you alive and healthy and happy. No, I can't do this. So when I saw that picture of my brother looking so smarmy, like with his little white teeth glowing, which he got from the orthodontist, I grabbed it and I threw it down the basement steps, and I could hear the glass shatter. I was so pissed off. That's what you get if you kill yourself.